A very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League. Aaron Bush with you for a Friday, TGIF Friday cricket. And it's grade 2 today. The Sunlorn Titans up against the Standard Chartered Bank Cricket Club. With the Titans, as you can see on screen, winning the toss, electing to have a bat. So the two openers, Harsha and Sudveg Kavatka, will head out to the middle for the Sunlorn Titans. The umpires are out in the middle already, just off screen. As goes the Standard Chartered team as they head out to the middle. Perhaps while we wait and run off to the KCC Match Centre and see what the standings are for these two sides as we get down to the business end of the season for 2024-25. Having a look at the table, and the Sunlorn Titans are in second, Standard Chartered in third, as they both fight to try to get into that top four. They look pretty set at the moment, but it's a tight, packed field. Sunlorn Titans still with 2 games to play, including today. Marcor have played out. Sunlorn Titans could finish first if they win both games. They're currently on 8 points, 3 points behind Marcor. Standard Chartered Bank with a win today will tie and move to 8 points as well, and pretty much guarantee both sides make it into the semi-finals at the end of May, as we are now in May, in fact. So end of this month. HSBC Life in 4th on 6 points with a game to play. Green Ink have played out. They can't make the finals. Sky Warriors Incredibles have a game in hand. They're a chance to jump up and get to 7 points. And even the Rhinos down in 7th have a chance with a game in hand to get to 6 points at least and battle it out. It's going to be tight. Still can't tell you who's going to finish first, second, third or fourth, but they're all battling it away, and this game is vitally important to both teams for their chances of progressing and going to grade 1 for the 25-26 season. Umpire Anas out there in the middle will be officiating the first 5 overs. Umpire Imran at square leg as the batters do make their way out to the middle. Harsha will be on strike. Kavatka at the non-strikers end. Ujjwal Roy to open the bowling for Standard Chartered today. And we're ready to get underway. Just a little bit of bottom hand and a bit of a yes, no. I think that's the captain coming in to do the fielding for Standard Chartered. Rishi deciding not to pull the trigger on that one. So they'll get through for a quick single to get the first runs on the board for Sunlorn Titans. Not Rishi out there at mid-wicket for the left-hander. Figure out where everyone is as the day goes on, I'm sure. Now, field changes for the right-handed Kavatka. Got a backward square outside the circle and a deep third. And it will be straight out into the deep backward of square for another single. Perfect day for cricket, if not a little muggy. Blue skies, sunshine, it's warm, it's humid. And this one onto the offside, but no runs available for Harsh. Early call of no. Remember all the stats for the competitions. That's going to be the first extra of the day. As that started down leg, kept on going down leg. Lucky to get a glove on that one. The vice captain for Standard Chartered with the gloves on today, Ramasamy. A little bit of a slip there on the wet covers. No problems for Roy. Tidy to start with, 2 singles and a wide only. Skied up in the air, and somehow it's going to land safely on the leg side. They're going to push back for 2. It's a wide throw. Oh, it's going to be overthrows as well. There was 2 trying to back that one up, and both missed it. It was so wide. I think they've just run 4. That ball did not go outside the circle, and they have run 4. Wow. You don't see that every day, but it is very grade 2 KCC Morning League. It was almost a holdout and sort of fell in between mid-wicket and mid-on. Kavatka was caught well short. It should have been a run-out, no run. Well, sorry, when they came back for the second. They should have got 1 run and a run-out, and in the end, they ran 4. First boundary without it making the boundary. And in the end, that's a dot to finish with. So it ruined Roy's otherwise tidy figures. 7 runs coming from the first for the Sunlorn Titans. Achan Shah to bowl the second over. Run through the Sunlorn Titans playing team today. The captain, Kunal Samtani. The wicket-keeper will be the man on strike, Suveg Kavadka. Shah out there with him. Yogi Matani, Kanan Asuri, Siddharth Jain. Cuts that away hard, backward a point. So hard it's ricocheted off the leg, but the backward point somehow managed to get that one to go forward, so they'll just take 1. Malhar Vora, the spinner, Vinay Advani, who probably opened the bowling, Nishal Savlani, and Kaisa Khan, also number 11, Sandeep Hatramani. So that's the playing 11 for the Sunlorn Titans today. And for Standard Chartered, we've already seen Ujjal Roy and now Achan Shah, Prakash Bahadur, Ali Abbas, the captain, Rishi Shrivastava, the wicket-keeper and vice-captain, as we see this delivery. Full toss and given the treatment up over the top of the infield. It's probably going to plug, but it's kicked on a little bit right down towards the sight screen. Get back for 2. So Mohan Ramasamy with the gloves on today. Our favourite 5-name player, the quick for Standard Chartered, Venkata Sai, Ludvik Reddy Nallur, Saeed Azaz Sultan. And again, going aerial, it's just wide of the mid-on fielder. Didn't clear the circle again. Anshuman Kaka, Ketan Mehta and Vijay Vardhan Reddy Kunam, the playing 11 today for Standard Chartered Bank. Oh, a big, thick top edge through the slip cordon for 4. Kavatka swinging hard, getting the results. It was a bit fluky, but you swing hard, and even with the edge, it flies away to the short boundary back behind the keeper. Not the first 4 today, but the first boundary today. And whipped off the pads this time, down to the backward square. So good runs coming in the second so far for the Sunlorn Titans. And of course having to constantly change the field. Haven't used Rutvik yet in the first 2 overs. But I do see he's here. He's the most express of the standard chartered bowlers. Full, and that one's come out of the slot. He's got it well right off the full toss over the top of mid-on. 4 runs, so another boundary. The first boundary for Harshar, but not his first 4 as he moves into double figures. 2 overs done. Sunlorn Titans going at 10s. They're 20 for the loss of no wicket. Silveg onto it quickly in the second and goes maximum, the first one of the day. He had tidy figures until that run for Joel Roy, but this one's made a mess of them as well. Straying down onto the pads and just whipped it with the wrists. The short boundary backward a square. Popular spot in the morning league. And then trying to stay out of the arc, too far outside off, picks up the extra. A lens-flared swimming pool pavilion for a Friday morning, where we're broadcasting from. It's going to be awfully close to a wide, and it is. Wasn't awfully close, to be honest. It was quite wide. Massive appeal, and the finger goes up by umpire Anis, and that's the end of Sudveg. He's out after hitting the maximum. He goes for 13. The first wicket falls for the Sunlorn Titans on 28. Watch on the replay. And yeah, that's why Roy was down on his haunches begging and pleading, because that was plumb. That was taking his middle stump there. Kavatka has to go, and the first wicket falls on 28 as Yogi Matani comes to the crease at number 3. That's a big wicket. Good bowling from Majal Roy. The old you miss, I hit the pads, because it was going to hit the stumps. Successful for standard chartered. Yogi Matani now. Starts with a push drive to extra cover. Let's have a look at the stats, shall we, for the grade 2. That's driven along the ground to mid-off. Matani gets first runs off the bat for him. 1 ball left of the third. Yogi Matani, currently 4th on the batting list for the 2024-25 season. Scored 174 runs. Kavatka was at 150 before today. And a dot to finish off. Very good over after a maximum and a couple of wides. Fighting back well. So after 3, the Sunlorn Titans with 3 overs left of the power play. 29 for 1. We're talking about the batting. Arjun Shah to bowl a second. And looking at the batting tables, as Yogi's back on strike and finds another single to mid-off. Habib on top, 338. Jacka in second place on 250. Tesh Gandhi, 176. And then Yogi, well, how many runs has Yogi got now, Myra? Very good morning to Myra Baloch in broadcast. 2. He's tied now with Gandhi. What's happening over in the bowling list? Anyone today bowling that's got some wickets? Kananasuri for the Sunlorn Titans. That's pulled away through mid-wicket nicely. 4 runs. The left-hander having fun out there, Harsha. 8 wickets so far for Kananasuri, but he's been used sparingly by the Sunlorn Titans. He could have more. Sometimes he only bowls the 2 overs, gets the wickets anyway. And just helps that one around the corner. 4 more runs. Short boundary attacking from Harsh. He moves to 20. Full toss again in the air. The catch is taken. That's the end of Harsh Shah. A very, very sharp chance taken by Rutvik, and a good pair of hands there at a forward square. Harsh Shah departs for 20. The second wicket falls for Sunlorn Titans on 38. Arshad Shah with his first wicket after going for back-to-back 4s. The captain out to the crease now. Kunal Samtani. Both openers have departed. Good runs on the board to start with, going at roughly 10, but 2 wickets down inside the power play. That's a win for Standard Chartered Bank. Pops that one to extra cover. Handy for Standard Chartered getting that wicket as well, because it means they've got 2 right-handers out there in the middle. End of the over, another successful one for Standard Chartered after 4. Sunlorn Titans 38 for 2. Standard Chartered persisting with their 2 opening bowlers, both getting a wicket. So Ujjal Roy to continue. Have to give credit to Ludwig for that catch. I'm telling you now, we didn't capture it on camera, but I also could see it live from where we're broadcasting from as Roy comes in again. And that's a big top edge. 2 getting underneath it. Ludwig again will take the catch. Safe pair of hands, and another wicket falls. It's the massive one of Yogi Matani. He's got to go out for 2. And the 3rd wicket falls for the Sunlorn Titans on 38. I was just going to describe how good the catch he was to take the 2nd wicket, but he's now taken another catch at that forward point region now for the right-hander. Kaisa Khan to come out to the crease at number 5 inside the power play. As I said earlier, Standard Chartered Bank get a win here today, and there's still a chance. Well, they'll guarantee themselves a spot in the final. That's one thing they'll do, because they'll move to 8 points with their final game. And that will mean they will be playing in the final weeks of May. This is Standard Chartered Bank's final game of the round robin. Played everybody else. 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 washouts. Looking pretty solid for a Friday. Roy's got 2. Okay, so to the crease. Oh, so a big hitter. And drag that one down the leg side to start with, just past the hip. Getting up some pace as well here with Joel Roy. This one stays inside the tram lines, just outside the off stump. Well, that's a big full toss, but early days for Khan, so he just dots that one to a wideish mid-off. Say in about an over or 2. A big swing and a miss with an in-swinger. Played well inside that one. Was nowhere near getting bat on that one for Kaisa. Well, there he goes big on that one, though, over the top of mid-off, and it's going to race away for his first runs. He starts with the boundary, breaks the string of dots. Good way to get off the mark for Khan. Waited on that one. Gave himself some room, cleared the front leg, popped it over the top of mid-off, races away down towards the bowling club end. They've made a change in the field. Deep thirds inside the circle. You can see top left of screen. They've got an extra cover out in the deep. Be another dot to finish off a successful over for Roy again and for the Standard Chartered Bank. Not so successful for the Sunlorn Titans. After 5, they're 43 for 1. 1 over left to the power play. And it will be Ludwig into the attack for the first time today. Ludwig to...
Could be him because he's got an R. He's got an R.
Ludwig, and you can see big, long, fast run-up he has. He gets the over to finish the power play. Samtani yet to get off the mark, just faced the 2 deliveries. Oh, gets a bit of chin music outside off, but plenty of bounce. Head height for Ramasame when it gets through to the keeper. Oh, it uses the pace. That's what can happen. He's very quick, but he's also a bit wide, so that's another one getting off the mark with a boundary. Samtani joining Kaysa with a 4 to start his runs for the day. Got a fast bouncer the first time. This time, perhaps it was coming and went backward a point. Now they've put the deep third back. Again, uses fast, almost pops it to point. Keta Meta, I think they're waiting. No, he's over on this side. I'm not sure who's at point at the moment. Almost carried. Of course, if they're taking the catch, I'd know who it is because we'd get radio through and they could tell me who it is. Do try to learn all the players' names, but there are 16 teams in 2 grades. Oh, and that one's gone straight through the gate. Onto the middle stump, played all inside it, and Ludwig's got 2 catches, and now he's got a wicket to his name. The Sunlorn Titans in all sorts of trouble now. They have lost their 4th. Samtani out for 4. The Titans 47 for 4. Siddharth Jain to the crease at number 6. 4 wickets inside the power play for the team in second place. That's a little bit nervous after winning the toss, electing to have a bat. I tell you what, the Standard Chartered Bank will be pretty happy with this start. And they can thank that man on screen. I never really got around to describing how good that first catch was, but it was hit incredibly hard. And I've got to say, no offence to the Grade 2 KCC Morning League, but I would say that 99% of players would have put that one down. Unfortunately, picked out the good pair of hands that is Ludwig. Anyway, he's got 2 wickets now. Well, 2 catches and a wicket. 2 balls left. And waits on it, dabs it down to the deep third outside the circle. First runs for Sid. Okay, so we'll face the final delivery of the power play. Tries to do it again, and Ludwig managed to follow Khan there and almost found an edge. Another successful over for Standard Chartered as the power play comes to an end. After 6, the Titans 48 for 4. Ketan Mehta to bowl over number 7 for Standard Chartered. So it's 3 overs for Roy. Waits on it and just pushes it around the corner. No square leg, no deep square leg, no backward square leg. So they're going to push around and run for 2. That's good running. Nice placement with soft hands. That is an interesting field set. I've got a floating forward square. No, a deep mid-wicket now. Still well inside. That's a floating deep mid-wicket. He's now, still there. So no square leg and nobody on the leg side behind square. Thoughts about a tip and run, but doesn't clear the covered area. The 50 up with that too as well for the Sunlorn Titans. Be happy with the runs. It's the 4 wickets down that are troubling. Straying down the leg side that time. This is tidy as well. 3 dots in a row after that early 2, making sure not to stray onto the leg side. Gets in the wickets, Ketan Mehta. And there it is again. It just helps it around the corner, off the middle stump. And then the keeper has to do the fielding outside the circle. Only get 1 this time, as they are wise to it. Khan will face the final delivery of the 7th. Oh, big swing and a miss, and Ramasamy misses it as well. So they'll get through for a bye. Finish off a tidy over. 4 runs coming from the 7th. The Sunlorn Titans are 52 for 4. Rudvik to continue. What was his figures, Myra? 1 for 5 off his first. Got himself a castle. And too quick. And played underneath it. Trying to use the wrists. Going to be a dot to finish off with as it just pokes to point. What's that, 7 runs, Myron, coming from that over? Correct. After 8, the Titans are 59 for 4. Ketan Mehta to bowl a second. Tidy in his first is the 3 runs coming from it. Just a small little partnership forming after all those wickets fell. 12 off 14 between Sid and Kaiser. He pops it over the top of a short mid-on. Anchan Shah will do the fielding around through cow corner. At that position, a wideish mid-off set well inside the circle. So the call's a catch. It went over his head. He's there for the bottom hand. Sid went over the top of his head. Now it's Khan. Clears that front leg, but clears it too far, so the bat can't get on the ball. Got a slip in as well. I like it. Attacking from Standard Chartered. Oh, that's swatted hard though. He's got that one out of the screws. Straight out of the middle of the bat through extra cover for 4. Moves into double figures himself. 13 off 14 now with his third 4. Oh, and again, it's in the air. They've got the fielder in the deep. He's run in and it's gone over his head, really. Sort of ran too far straight, not enough to the left. And takes back-to-back boundaries off Mehta. Oh, and Delicate with no deep third in place, trying to run it down towards the boundary cafe. Stopped with the foot, but then kept on carrying on the fielder, so ended up in the netting. I'll just have 2 for it instead. They're just not happy, not needing to run another one there.
Oh, that's 4. That's 4.
Oh, it's 4 in the end. It must have trickled through. Calls a catch. It's going to go all the way for a maximum, though. Oh, big over. 19 runs coming from it. Much needed for the Sunlorn Titans. What's happened? We've lost the ball somehow. We're going to get a replacement. So on the back of that over, Khan moves to 27 off 17. And the partnership moves to 31 off 20. Vijay Van Reddy Kunam to bowl the 10th over, get us to the halfway mark. A new ball has been acquired. What's happened there is he managed to play that one onto his off stump. He has, and that's the end of Sid Jane. Big pirouette, and Kunam strikes with his first delivery. The 5th wicket falls for the Titans on 78. Malhar Vora coming to the crease at number 7. Interesting way to generate a wicket, but it breaks the 31-run partnership. Mostly on the bat of Khan, who's still out there at the non-striker's end. Unfortunate way to be dismissed, but it happens. And dragging it onto the off stump somehow from around down leg. Malhar taking strike is Reddy Kunam ready to bowl another one. He's got 1 for none off .1. Oh, he got that one to kick up as well. Nicely, and some turn, beats the outside edge. Malhar will like the look of that one. He'll be coming out to try to do the same. Generating some turn off the AstroTurf. It's a lot drier, it looks like, the AstroTurf than it was on Wednesday. Fuller, so just dotted out to extra cover. Lots and lots of overs left for the Sunlorn Titans to get a decent score, but 5 wickets down means their middle order now needs to fire. Oh, he just swats that one nicely, uses the wrists, work to do in the deep. Gets around, picks up in front of the sight screen for just a single, but came off the middle nicely for Malhar. And almost guides that one. They had the player waiting at the fly gully. That's where it dribbled to, but wasn't on the full. Ketan Mehta waiting for a catch, but it didn't carry. Now they're putting long off back as well. This has been a very good over for Standard Chartered. Winds up, inside edge out to the deep square leg fielder. So just 2 runs and a wicket coming in the 10th. We're halfway there. Half the wickets down. Sunlorn Titans are 80 for 5 going at 8s. Ketan Mehta is going to continue. 3 off his first over, 19 off his second. And ringing the boundary now. Fielders for Kayser. Got a deep cover. Long off, long on. Floating deep mid-wicket. Not on the ropes. Inside a bit. That's going to get through the point. Fielder and go for 4 though. Misfield generating 4 runs. Keep the runs ticking over for the Titans. More big runs coming in Meta's third.
Can't hear anything.
And cut hard. They've got the forward point out in the deep. One bounce and a single. Stand and deliver straight back past the bowler and out to the deep. Woodvick does the fielding. Just rotates the strike back to Khan. He's hitting big like usual. And a good one, zips it through this time. A little bit of turn. So in the end, Khan leaves it alone. 10 runs coming from the 11th. The Titans 90 for 5. And it's skied up in the air. This could be a chance of a catch, but it just goes wide of the deep square and then trickles through for a 4. Didn't get all of it there, Mulhar, but got enough on it. A bit of a misjudge from the deep square leg fielder. Rolling around it again. So lands safely and then kicked on in. Archon Shah racing around from deep mid-wicket. Unable to get there. And then those two fielders are now going to switch positions. They're going to put the safer pair of hands of Archon at deep square. And this time goes to the wideish long on for a single. Oh, gets that one out of the slot. That's been heaved over onto the turf training area through cow corner for a big one. How many? That's his second big one. Thank you, Myra. Same position, actually. Same area where he lost the ball last time. Hopefully they can find. Can retrieve it this time. Captain Shrivastava, 100 runs come up with that maximum as well. Well done, Kaiser, getting it done with a milestone boundary. And this time almost carries to Rishi. He's waiting at extra cover. Right at his toes, that one fell. Wasn't far away from holding out. This is skied up in the air, just over the top of the point fielder. This time again, not carrying, and then spins on through for a boundary. That was awfully close to holding out to point. Big skied toe of the bat, but then kicked on and spun away. One ball left of now a big over as Cases figured out the bowling of Reddy Cunham. and taking him for runs. 15 so far with the ball remaining. Oh, and he's going to finish it off with the dot. Good turning away delivery, the leggy. Ends a big over, though, for the Sunlorn Titans. They've brought up the century mark, 105 for 5 in 12. 8 overs remaining. Current run rate will get them to 175. Kowloon Meta to bowl out. 3 overs, none for 32 so far. Vora back on strike. 7 off 6, doing what he needs to do, which is just find the singles, rotate back to the big hitting Khan. And there it is. Out long on for a single. Goes the Yorker length, still manages to dig it out there, but picks out the floating mid-off. In close. Sort of equal with the edge of the covers. That's chopped up in the air, out into the deep. Judge catch, and that's the end. Okay, so out for 47, doesn't get his half century in the end. A good catch in the deep. We'll get confirmation on who's taken the catch, but the 6th wicket falls. It's a big one of Khan. Out for 47. The Titans 106 for 6. Looks like Ujjal Roy with the catch in the deep. And that's a big wicket. Kayser departs. We'll bring Sandeep Hatramani to the crease at number 8 for the Sunlorn Titans. Still lots of overs left, 7.5. Kowloon Meta, he's toiled away and finally gets a wicket to his name. So far it's been a clinical bowling innings from the standard chartered, taking wickets at regular intervals. Wins the left-hander to the crease, though, for the first time since Harsh was out there. Left-right combination. Ringing the changes as Shrivastava comes across to stay at mid-off. And brought a catching mid-wicket in as well. Who has to do the fielding just forward of square. That's Reddy Kunnam. Waits on it. Picks out the extra cover. It has a little bit of a misfield, but no run available. This is a good way to finish. Kowloon Meta bowled a really tidy first over. Got punished in his second and third. And he's finishing it off very nicely. He'll probably go for a single here. So it'll be 2 runs off the final over for Meta. He'll finish with figures of 1 for 34 off 4. The 13th over is done. The Sunlorn Titans 107 for 6. Vijay to continue. 2 overs, 1 for 17. He was a little expensive in his second as well. He's going for 15. Basically 2 brand new batters out in the middle though. And the big hitting Khan back in the dugout, meaning the Standard Chartered Bank can start to attack again, but that's cut away nicely. No one in the deep. Archie Shah was going to leave it for the deep point fielder, but it turns out he was the deep point fielder. He was fielding it just backward of point. Very nicely cut away there. And the left-hander. Started it wide with the wrist spin. Just helped it on its way. Hathramani with his first boundary. Wide. Been a while. They haven't bowled too many extras today. Been a few here and there, but for grade 2, that one's cut straight to Archie Shah this time, so no problems, even though they now have put a deep point. So if it goes past Archie, he can actually point out to the deep and there'll be somebody there. You can see Rutvig warming up again as well. Oh, this is skied up in the air. The keeper, Ramasamy, getting underneath it, takes the catch, and another wicket falls. It's the second one for Reddy Kunnam, and the 7th one to fall for the Titans on 112. Hathramani departs for 5. Kananasuri comes to the crease at number 9. They're going to bat their full 20 here, the Sunlorn Titans, or are they going to be bowled out? On the toes. And Kanan just pushes to where Malhar likes to find a single as well. Down to long on, takes 1. Will be Vora back on strike with 2 balls remaining. Too much turn. Ramasamy was having an appeal, but umpire Anis not interested. Swatted away out into the deep. Just looking at the KCC match centre, and the last team to be bowled out batting first was Standard Chartered Bank back on Friday, March 21st. They did score 178 that day. The Titans will be happy if they can get to that sort of score. Rutvik back into the attack. Myra, how many's he bowled so far? 2 overs, 1 for 12. Doesn't want a deep mid-wicket. He's got a backward square outside the circle to go with his long on, long off, deep cover. And third, just there, top of screen and just heading off screen. And Carl, that's powerful. Good work from Vora. Smashes it through extra cover. Picks the gap and takes it down to the storage sheds down near the little red tractor for 4. And again, punches hard, but this time it's going to go too straight. Straight to long on. Off the toes, nicely played. Work to do for the backward square. Can't stop it with the boot. Can't stop it at all. 4 runs. Asuri gets his first boundary. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Myra?
4.
7.
But it's not 5.
It isn't 5, you're right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
Wait to put in something so it proves.
And that's driven out. Reddy Kunnam is waiting at deep cover. Need to push up over 150 here. The Sunlorn Titans got to post a score that they can defend and will put some doubt into the batters of Standard Chartered. Flying top edge, straight down the throat, a deep third to catch is taken. And that's the end of Vora. He departs for 14. Rupvik's got a second. The 8th falls for the Titans on 124.
Caught by Hole.
Prakash Bahadur, the opening bat for Standard Chartered, taking the catch.
Yep, that's over.
And end of the over, 15 done, 5 remain. Just 2 more wickets for the Standard Chartered to go into the innings break early as Nishal moves out to the crease to join Kanan, coming in at number 10, Savalani. He'll be at the non-striker's end. Kanan will be on strike, and Reddy Kunnam's going to bowl out here. 3 overs, 2 for 24. Be a little bit of a milestone for Standard Chartered if they can find 2 more wickets in the final 5. They've not bowled a team out this season. They've batted first a lot of the times. That narrows it down. But if they were playing a washout against Green Ink, where they were 134 for 4 after 12, Green Ink. More runs here as they take a couple. Kanan batted first against HSBC Life. Chingy Smashes scored 233 for 6. And another washout for Standard Chartered. They batted first against the Incredibles and defended 178. Batted first against the Nepalese Rhinos. Got a 198. And it's going to be run out. That's the end of Savlani as they were pushing too hard. And Archan Shah with a big throw in, good arm in the deep. 9 wickets down as the Standard Chartered Bank Cricket Club really starting to apply the pressure. Vinay and Varney coming out to the crease at Cent. Number 11 comes out to join Kana Nasuri. They're still trying to push the runs on, but this is going to be a low score for the Sunlorn Titans. Talked about how the Standard Chartered Bank haven't bowled anyone out this season. Have a look. Sunlorn Titans scored 212 for 3 batting first against HSBC Life. They chased down 194 for victory against Green Ink. They went down to Marcors, putting 184 on batting first. And they defended 158 against the Sky Warriors Incredibles. That's pretty much their standard here, the standard mark. And they won on DLS in the first game of the season against Chingy Smashers. That was a 103, but that was rain affected. No rain affected yet. This is up in the air. Not going to carry to anyone backward of square. Bit lucky for Kanan. And that means that Vinay has to face the final delivery of Reddy Kunum's 4 overs spelt. 2 for 28 so far. Under the pads. Too high, hitting in the thigh pad. Ends a good spell. 4 overs, 2 for 28 for Reddy Kunum. Rudvik going to bowl out here as well. 3 overs, 2 for 22. Lots of 2s for Nellore. Masuri on 10, back on strike. Tell you what, Sunlorn Titans, not the Sunlorn Titans, Standard Chartered Bank will be very much hoping Rudvik can get a wicket here because they're starting to get a bit late on time. Still got 4 overs to bowl. We've just ticked over to 8:15 a.m. A little bit late starting as usual, but... Oh, that's cut away. I thought that was going to carry the point, but fell well short in the end. I think Ketan Mehta there at backward point. His eyes lit up as much as mine. He thought Kanan was just going to pop it down his throat. No such luck off the first delivery. Oh, too fast for Kanan. Wasn't far away from his helmet. As it zoomed on by the right ear. Archan Shah's warming up as well, I can see. And a cow corner inside the circle. So I expect him to come back in, probably replace Reddy Kunum, who's bowled out. Bowled the 18th, if required. It's nice and fast, nice and straight. No challenge for Kanan, well outside the off stump. And scoops it out into the deep. 1 bounce. Here's Reddy Kunum now out at deep cover. Might get you to put baby bowling card up for me, Myra. See who's got overs left. We know that Archon's going to bowl one. This is the end of Rudvik. He's got 2 balls left. There we go. Roy can come back in as well. Finish off in tandem with Archon. And Varney defending. Just trying to see off Rudvik here. And another one tries to guide it to Metho backward point, but doesn't carry out. So just a single from the 17th. The Titans 129 for 9. And Rudvik Nello is bowled out. Will be Archon Shah to bowl the 18th. You'd expect him to bowl 18th and 20. Ujjal Roy to bowl the 19th. 2 overs, 1 for 22 so far for Archon Shah. Also exacted a run out. Pulls away out to Rudvik at Cow Corner. Comes running all the way into the circle. Oh, a little dab from Vinay. Takes the single. Rotates back to Kanan. Oh, this is high in the air. And the catch is taken. I think that's Anshuman Kaka running around taking a catch. And the Sunlorn Titans have been dismissed for 131. As Karanasuri holds out for 12. The final wicket to fall for the Sunlorn Titans on 17.3. We'll have a look at the batting card. Lots of wickets and not a lot of runs. Top score for Kaiser Khan, 47 off 30. The opening pair started well. Harshar with a 20. Sudvik Kavatka getting a 13. And it falls away. Malhar Vora, the handy 14, and Karanasuri at the end putting on 12 off 15. But the team bowled out in the 18th for 131. Much better pitcher for the Standard Chartered Bank bowling card. Vijay Roy, Archon Shah, Rudvik Nelloa and Kunam. Reddy Kunam getting 2 and Ketan Mehta getting a single wicket. 9 wickets and a run out. So all the bowlers getting in the runs for this grade 2 match of the KCC Morning League. We're in the innings break. And when we come back in around 10 minutes' time, the Sunlorn Titans will try to defend their 131. Standard Chartered Bank will need 132 for victory. Join us then. And the innings break done here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you for this Grade 2 KCC Morning League match. Standard Chartered heading out, needing 132 for victory. Malhar Vora will open the bowling for the Sunlorn Titans. Prakash Bahadur and Ali Abbas, the two batters, out in the middle for Standard Chartered. Trying to chase down this low total. Can the Titans defend? Lots riding on this game, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Sunlorn Titans currently second. The Standard Chartered in third. A win for the Standard Chartered will guarantee them a place in the semi-final. A full toss and whacked hard. They have protection at long on, so single to get the runs underway for Bahadur and Standard Chartered. Interesting. Two left-handers starting for Standard Chartered today. Better length this time, chopped over the top of Malhar's head. No run available. They've got a deep mid-wicket and long on, the two outside the circle. And big inside edge onto the pads as it was drifting down the leg side. Gets the dot. What else have they got in place? The fine legs inside the circle. They've also got third inside the circle, point catching position, extra cover, mid-off, which is where that one's going to go. And a mix-up, a throw to the bat's going to be out. A throw from Siddharth Jain, I think, into the keeper, and the first wicket falls for Standard Chartered. A massive mix-up, and it's a massive wicket as Bahadur's run out, and he has to go for one. Standard Chartered 1 for 1. Oh, a terrible start for Standard Chartered. They only need 132 for victory, but they've lost their first wicket in the first over. And it's their top run scorer, Prakash Bahadur, run out as the captain comes to the crease very early on. Shrivastava with the yellow helmet heading out to the middle. Good arm. Siddharth getting the throw in real fast and picked the right end as well. Okay, quite often we see just throw to the nearest end, but that would have been a safe run for Ali Abbas. Bahadur stranded with a good throw in. Sunlorn Titans. They managed to lose one they couldn't possibly lose against Markor. Markor scoring 47 off the last three. Can they defend 131? Looking at the season, you'd say no. It's beautiful conditions to play cricket in, but early mix-up puts the pressure back on Standard Chartered. As Malhar now goes over the wicket to the right-handed Shrivastava. He starts with a drive to cover. That's a full toss, just below waist height. Is the arm still out by umpire Imran Arif? It is a no ball, so need to re-bowl. Over the waist height, free hit coming up. So they rotated, Ali Abbas back on strike. First delivery from Malhar was awfully close to being over waist height, but the shorter Rishi and gets that one to him. He's at the non-striker's end. Abbas winding up hard and get away with this one as it's hit straight back to Malhar. So just one extra. So 3 for 1 after one. Standard Chartered bank. They need another 129. That's 6.79. Karan Asuri.
Kanan is the new bowler.
Yeah, got it. Kananasuri, ball over number 2. As Shrivastava dabs it at backward a point. This should race away. Fast outfield. Slide won't help. It's not going to stop it. And a boundary, the first one for Standard Chartered off the bat of the captain. Using the pace of Asuri to get that first boundary back live and on the pads, onto the toes, pushed onto the leg side. Jane again. Hard throw in, good backing up. Backward point by Harsh Shah, making sure. No overthrows. Of course, Harsh Shah was the recipient of plenty of overthrows when he ran 4 off a skied ball that didn't clear the circle back in that first innings. Aliabus back on strike. Yet to get off the mark. And could be out here. Jane again in the action. He's gone for a dark. Calls the run out. Did Aliabus. And now he's holed out. Siddharth Jain in the action again. And Kananasuri strikes. Wow. Standard Chartered 8 for 2. A wicket falling in both first overs. This time. Pops up in the air and straight down the throat to the safe pair of hands of Sid. The vice-captain comes to the crease to join the captain. Ramasamy comes out at number 4 very early on. Both openers gone. Job to do, but both Shrivastava and Ramasamy have been in the runs this season as well, so they can get this done.
Mohan is the batsman.
Stays inside the tram lines, takes a dot. Just a little dribble backward a point this time. Gets his first runs off the bat. 1 ball left to the second. And it's a dot to finish with. Another successful over for the Sunlorn Titans after 2. Standard Chartered 9 for 2, netting another 1, 2, 3 in 18. Bora to continue as Ramasamy finds a gap. No mid-on in place. Jane back at long on. So a single there every day of the week as mid-off had to come around. Very straight mid-off it is. Trying to protect both areas. Full and goes through that region again. Work to do for Jane as he comes around onto his right. Don't think either of those two out in the middle for Standard Chartered are going to run on his arm again. Happy to take one. Only need to go it just to tick over a runner ball. And there it is, just an easy single onto the leg side again. It's pretty warm out there in the middle. Taking singles and not getting boundaries is going to be tough work. No run available there as Vora does his own fielding. 26.7 degrees, 79% humidity in Jordan. Summer has arrived. We're going to head up to a top of 30 today. Again, pushes onto the leg side. And again, a little bit of a misfield bobble from Harshar. Makes for an easy single. Oh, Malhar's just copped that one in the chin. Which, as I was talking to him before the game, also happened to his brother. Dash copped a ball to the chin. It's a Vora thing. Again, uses the wrists, makes it an easy single through mid-on. Oh, and a misfield from Jane. Maybe, don't know if it was deliberate or not. Picked it up quickly. They just took the one. No ball. So another one, end of the over, no ball from Vora. Free hit. Rishi gets it this time. Missed out on it last time, taking the single. Scoops it out, and he'll find a four. Nicely played, using the wrists. Beats the infield, nobody out at deep cover. So 4 to finish off the over, 10 runs coming from it. There's the replay, nicely played, full, scooped it out from the Yorker length and picked the gap. Kananasuri, I said he's been used sparingly by the Sunlorn Titans throughout the season. I'm going to give him a second over up front here. They have used Malhar and Vinay Advani early on. They've had to go to their strike bowler. Can't beat the infield. It'll be a dot. He's up to 9 wickets now for the season. If we head back to the KCC match centre. Once you get there and click on this game, click on competition centre, then click on stats bowling. Kananasuri went into this game on 8. Equal with Kamal Arag, actually, who's got 8 wickets, but he now moves to 9, so he's tied with Susan Shrestha from the Nepal Rhinos and also Limbu. Limbu from the Rhinos also has 9. The Rhinos know how to take some wickets. Trust the hands out there, leading the table for bowling. There's Jagani from Sky Warriors on 11. No ball. 3 of them so far. Can't be bowling that when you're defending a low total. 3 no balls in 3.3 overs. Rare to have 1 or 2, more than 2 in an innings. 2 oversteps and 1 over the waist. And 2 waist tights and an overstep, I should say. I was too busy looking at the KCC match centre. That's a good comeback ball for the free hit. And I wonder when we'll see Rutvik have a bat for Standard Chartered. We'll talk about how Kananasuri's been used sparingly with the ball. Rutvik's been used sparingly with the bat. Take the pace off that one from Kanan. Oh, trying to run again, gets back safely, Ramasamy. while he's not on the top run scorers or the top average, Rudvik does have a very good strike rate. Another full toss, just under waist height this time, no run. Tight from Kanan, just the no ball. So 1 run coming from the 4th. Standard Chartered, 20 for 2. Changing bowling. Malhar having a break after 2. Nishal Savlani to bowl over number 5. Left arm around the wicket. Driving in the air, this could be out as well. The captain has gone. The 3rd wicket falls on 20. The end of Shrivastava. He's out for 12. Yogi Matani with an easy catch in mid-off. And troubling times now for the Standard Chartered, 20 for 3. Well, we talked about when would we see Rudvik Nellore. We're going to see him right now, and he's got a job to do out there with the vice-captain for Standard Chartered. Nishal Savlani striking with his first delivery. All the bowlers, much like that first innings, are in the wickets. That's going to be an extra. Good glove work from Kavatka, and again, as he has to follow that one down the leg side. Just stepping out his run up here, Nishal. Bat on the ground, trying to feign for a wicket. It's definitely wide there. Savlani's pleading his case, but bat onto AstroTurf down the leg side. And it gets the better line after 3 wides. Just defended by Rudvik. And back to wides down leg. Going to be a long over for Nishal, starting with a wicket. At least a 10 ball over coming up. Gets the line right. Ritwik just defends. 2 balls left to the 5th. Both teams had lost 3 wickets by now. So Standard Chartered still in it. But the 39 for 3, Sunlorn Titans. They started fast. Faded. Leaves that one alone outside off this time. And this one off the leg stump. Just dribbles onto the leg side. So a wicket. 4 wides. No runs off the bat after 5. Standard Chartered 24 for 3. Vinay to bowl the final over of the power play. As the 2 umpires switch, and umpire Imran Arif comes to officiate for the next 5 overs from the bowler's end. There he is on screen. Takes the cap from Vin. What's the setup for Vinay? They got a fine leg and a cover point out in the deep. Well, the fine leg's got to come inside because they also have a deep mid-wicket. He was just running the helmet down for Kavatkar with the gloves on. Gone back to the floppy for Vinay. Drives hard onto the leg side. Singled Jane at mid-on. Kavatkar back on strike, yet to get off the mark after facing 5 deliveries. Tries to play feather at it. No future in that one for Ritwik. Almost finds the edge. 3rd inside the circle. There is a gap. Backward point if you can get that short boundary down to the Boundary Cafe when the members are watching on, having their late morning breakfast. And this time swings hard. Kavatkar again thinks there was an edge. Nothing on it. It's a wide. Extras doing the job for Standard Chartered at the moment. If they do get the win, I can thank all these extras. That's going to be wide as well. Let's have a look at the scorecard on the KCC Match Centre. 9 extras now. 6 wides, 3 no balls. Goes straight to Vora at extra cover. Still hasn't found a run off the bat for Ritwik. Now he has, as he whips it through forward square. Asuri's in the deep, so they'll only get 1 on that arm. He does get his first runs, and back to Ramasamy, who's 5 off 13. So these two just got plenty of time. The run rate required's pushed up over 7, but still not an issue for a T20. They just need this partnership to hold. 2 balls left to the power play. Full, whips it through square, diving harsh shark, could catch it short. The throw just a little wide. Kavatkar couldn't get the gloves onto the ball in time. Said they had to stick around, not do anything silly. Almost did a silly run out. Need to remember that if they're pushing it to the left of Shah, he's a left-hander, so it's a quick pick up and throw for the square leg. It's the lesson they just learned. Tries to get down. That's going to be just no. It was close. He went to pick up his hat there, Vinay, and couldn't get it because umpire Imran had stretched it out away from him and put another extra in the book. So extra's into double figures now. Not far away from being top scorer. 12 for the captain, 10 for the extras. Nobody else in double figures. And the vice captain still there. That one bobbles to Savlani at cover. He'll run in with the ball and probably bowl the next over. Power play done. Standard charted 29 for 3 at the same time. Sunlorn Titans were 48 for 4. Savlani to continue. That over from Vinay is the first over without a wicket falling. Savlani's got one. Keeps that just inside the tram. Oh, more mix-ups here, but a little fumble in the field allows for the quick single. Ludwig will get his second run. Savlani now bowl to Ramasamy. Gets down on one knee looking to go across the line, just dribbles out to mid-wicket. Another single. This time goes aerial, one bounce to Asuri in the deep. Comes down, misses it all, straight onto the off stump, and Savlani's got two. The vice-captain departs. Ramasamy bowled for 6. The 4th wicket falls for Standard Chartered on 32. It's going to bring Azhar Sultan to the crease to join Ludwig Nellore. Big old you miss, I hit from Savlani. Came charging down, it was on the full, but played all over the top of it. Ramasamy, he departs. Still 100 more runs required exactly for Standard Chartered. 6 wickets in hand. Obviously, I did the sums wrong. Vinay's over couldn't have been the first over without a wicket falling. It's just the 4th wicket. Now we're in the 7th over. But there were wickets falling regularly, and they're falling regularly again. Savlani 2 for 7, with the ball remaining in his second. Just eases that one off the leg stump. Harshar does the fielding from deep square. So 4 singles and a wicket coming in the 7th. Standard Chartered's 32 for 4. They need exactly 100 more in the final 16 at 7.62. Vinay Advani jogs on up from his short third position in to bowl his second over. Only 5 runs off his first over with 3 wides. 2 singles. Tidy, as long as you can get the line right. Deep square, deep mid-wicket. Sid James had a wideish long on. No long off. There is a deep cover point over in the Atco zone. As Vinay comes in. There's a Sultan on the pads outside the line of off. Loud appeal, but was not going to hit the stumps. Still swinging hard. The Standard Chartered batters really could just push it around. 7.62 is not a big mountain to climb. Just can't lose any more wickets. Oh, that could be a wicket as well. And it is. What a brilliant diving effort. I think it's a captain's catch over there. Kunal Samtani. And another wicket falls. It was flicked up over the top of the point head. And Kunal running backwards. Holds on. Vinay gets a wicket. Everyone's got a wicket for the Sunlorn Titans now as the 5th wicket falls on 33. As a Sultan, he departs cheaply. Out. It was a great catch. He liked it. And so did Vinay. Vijay Reddy Kunam coming to the crease to join Rudvik Nellore. Between the two of them, they've got 9 names. They'll need to score that and more. Need more than 9. Where are we at with extras? I think it's still at 10. Second top scorer. That's the problem at the moment for Standard Chartered. Nobody's finding any runs. He's waiting on Vijay to put a helmet on. There he is, middle of screen. He's got his helmet, so he can head to the middle. Still 4 balls left to the 8th. And the scorecard at the moment, 1 duck, 12, 6, 3, as a Sultan out for 1. Vijay Varden Reddy Kunam face his first delivery. Gets good bat on ball. Fired up Kunal Samtani, the captain, doing the fielding, coming in from point to cover. Half their wickets lost now for the Standard Chartered. Oh, almost finds an edge there as well. No maidens today so far. even with Sunlorn Titans being bowled out in 17.3. Vinay can find a couple of more dots. He'll not only get a maiden, he'll get a wicket maiden. Well, there's one of them. One more, Vinay. You can do it. My Friday Masters League KCC Knights teammate, Vinay Advani. They made the semi-finals, the mighty KCC Knights, but fell to the Gladiators. Oh, and it's almost a caught and bowled. It could have been a double wicket maiden just past the outstretched hands, but it will be a wicket maiden for Vinay Advani as the Titans apply the screws to Standard Chartered after 8. They're 33 for 5. I think I managed, Mara, I think I managed one game for the KCC Knights Masters League team this year. Yeah, this season. I did not help the team get into the semi-finals at all. One game I played, we got thrashed.
You played, but then what do you do? Like,
Yeah, every time I play, we lose. So.
No, but when you play, do you like what ball?
Yeah, every game I've. Myra's just asked me, what do I do?
Do you bat?
I bat poorly and I bowl poorly, but every time I bowl, I do take a wicket. Every game I've played for Friday Masters League over the last 2 seasons, I've taken a wicket.
Yeah, more like catch out because the batsmen are more tempted to hit you.
There was a stumping. Anyway, bit like Nishal Savlani with the left arm round the wicket. That's me. Mine's a lot more loopier though. I bore the batter into getting out. It takes so long from the time I release it to it actually gets to the batter. It's so slow that they're just bored to death. Savlani's got 2. And both Murray. He could have 3 here. Should have Vora. Oh, takes the catch. He does. Gets his 3rd. And this is disaster for Standard Chartered. They've lost Reddy Kunam out for a duck as well. And Savlani's got 3. Right off the tower of the bat, and extra cover, Malha Vora just turned around, took it over the back of his head in the end as it floated on a little bit further. That's another duck in the books for Standard Chartered. And it certainly looks like the Sunlorn Titans are going to defend 131. Didn't think it was possible, but as Morning League at KCC shows us, time and time again, anything's possible. Anjuman Kaka comes to the crease at number 8. Maybe Nishal Savlani would like me just to continue talking about KCC Knights Masters League games, because while I was talking about that, he got another wicket. 3 for 9 for Nishal. If he gets his Michelle, I think we're probably going to end up penciling him in for player of the match here. Myra, what do you think? Is Nishal on target to be man of the match, you think? Player of the match?
Should be. It's Morning League. We can give it to anybody. Or we can check the scorecard.
He got a diamond duck. Didn't even get to face a ball. Here we go. Left-hander to left-hander. Oh, shuffling back. There's not a lot of future in that one, Anjuman. He trapped on the crease there. Swings hard, back to the bowler. He's got 4 now, and that's the end of Kaka. Another duck. Ludwig throws his bat down in disgust. He wasn't even out, but he's just losing partners left, right and centre. The 7th wicket falls for Standard Chartered on 34. Savlani, 4 for 9 off 2.4. Achan Shah comes to the crease. Number 9, Standard Chartered, just 34 runs, 10 of them extras. Savlani, 4 for 9. I mean, it'd be kind of justice for a man that got a diamond duck to somehow get player of the match. He's got 4. That's going to be an extra. 11th. 2 more, and it'll be a top score for the extras, with only Rishi Shrivastava getting into the double figures so far with the bat. Ridvik's still out there. He can do damage, and it's not a big score to chase, but we're just running out of batters here. Silly run-outs won't be handy either. So 2 wickets, 2 runs coming in Savlani's third, 1 ball remaining. Again, the shuffle back into the crease. Dangerous, but a little bit high. And here's another very successful over for the Sunlorn Titans. 2 wickets falling in the 9th. Chartered, 35 for 7, needing 97. 3 wickets in hand, 11 overs to do it in, and the run rate required pushing up towards 9 now. Off the back of his wicket maiden, Vinay Advani will bowl a third. 1 for 5 so far. They will take a single out through square. Harsha throws in and doesn't hit the stumps. Does hit Achan Shah though. Okay, he goes and fields the ball himself. Another one stays inside the trams, just past the outside edge. With his 4 for today, Nishal Savlani has rocketed up the bowling tally. He's now equals 6th with the Ninja, Usama Muhammad, I should say. Shrestha and Shah. I tell a lie. He's up to 6, so he's equal 10th at the moment. He had 2 wickets before today in their first 5 games for Savlani. Oh, and a big thick leading edge as it dribbles down to deep third. And will be a run off the bat. A rare one again. 2 so far this over with 2 balls remaining. Vinay Advani before today had 3 wickets in the tournament. He's now got 4. Oh, it doesn't come off the middle of the bat. He's got lucky there, Ridvik, because I think if he did, he would have picked out Kanan Asuri in the deep. Gets a single. And just not a bottom hand there as it went to cover point. Didn't carry to anyone. Another tidy over. No wickets falling in that one. Halfway there. 10 overs done. 10 remain. 38 for 7 Standard Chartered, needing 94 now at 9.4 with 3 wickets in hand. Here we go. Initial Savillani has 6 more deliveries to try to pick up a Michelle. Here we go. Rudvik on strike. He swings hard along the ground out to Asuri this time. It's probably a win for Savillani. Get Rudvik down the non-striker's end. Attack Arch and Shah. It's just been good bowling from Savillani. Just false strokes, playing the wrong ones. Lots of catches. Another one trying to use the wrists and almost finds an edge to Kavatka. And he does find the edge this time, but they've got Anvani just waiting at that third inside the circle, which is why there's no future in that shot, really. If you're going to play it, swing hard, go 3 backward point. Just trying to use the feather. It's just going to always end up in that position or in the keeper's gloves. Back to the bowler. Hit hard. They'll get through for a cheeky single. Okay, he's got 2 balls left, Myra. What's your call? Is he going to get his Michelle? Rudvik on strike. Oh, it's an iffy handshake from Myra. She's not convinced the Michelle's on. Oh, well, that one's a chance. Nope, over the top. That's going to be the first maximum of the day for Standard Chartered. It was not far away from holding out to Kananasuri, but had too much on it. Rudvik goes big. Now has the top score for Standard Chartered as he moves to 13. Back live for the final delivery. Oh, he whips it past. Doesn't get his Michelle, but 4 for 18 off 4 has got the job done for the Sunlorn Titans today. I reckon he's still a red-hot chance for player of the match. Unless perhaps someone like Rudvik can muster an unlikely victory. 86 required, almost over 9.5 and over. Vinay to bowl out as well, 3 overs. A wicket maiden, 1 for 8 so far. He's been the tidiest of the bowlers. Can he pick himself up another wicket or 2 in his final 6? He's going to add to the extras. That is what he's going to do to start with. Rudvik on 13. Shrivastava 12. Extras 12. That's going to be wide as well. So, tied for equal scorer for Standard Chartered. Rudvik Nellor and Mr. Extras. If they do somehow manage to lose this game, the Sunlorn Titans, it's going to be all those extras. He should have this covered. I say that with caveats. That's going to be runs. Shah comes around from backward, deep square to backward square. So it'll be 1 run. All right, can Rudvik go back to the top of the batting for Standard Chartered today? Really is pretty much their last hope. They need Rudvik to be out there and score the winning runs. He's going to try, but that's not going to carry. There's a chance. It just falls short of Asuri, who overruns it in the end. So they'll come back for 2 on the arm of Sid Jain doing the clean-up. That's good running. I honestly feel like 50 runs is up for Standard Chartered with that 2. I worry that Rudvik is going to eventually pick out Kananasuri. He's gone over his head. He's fallen short twice. Still trying hard. There he goes again, aerial, chance for Sid Jane. He gets underneath it, a safe pair of hands it is. And in the end, he does hole out. It's to long on, Sid Jane with the catch. He's got another one in the field, and that's the end of Rutvik for 15. And the 8th wicket falls for Standard Chartered. Vinay gets a second. Standard Chartered 51 for 8. Just a shame. It was just off camera, but it was well set. Easy catch for someone of his experience. Taking their catches because, as they say, Myra, what do they say? Catches win matches. And they certainly are. Plenty of catches today. Have a quick look at the batting card while the new batter comes out to the middle. We've had a run out and a bowled, and then a whole lot of catching. So Jane's got 2 catches and a run out. Savlani's got 4. Everyone's in the wicket column. No, Malhar doesn't have a wicket. There was a run out in his over, that's right. None for 13. Okay, 2 wickets left and the Sunlorn Titans get out of jail. And we'll make... Drew Roy's coming out. It'll make Sunlorn Titans now have to worry about where they will finish. Sums will have to be done. If they don't win today, they'll be played out on 6. HSBC Life also on 6 points, have a game left. Trying to poke at it there from Roy. Nothing on it. Now, HSBC Life with the final game could leapfrog Standard Chartered. Green Ink in 5th can't make the finals, but Sky Warriors have a game in hand as well. They could move to 7. Standard Chartered Bank, not able to chase down 131, could conceivably not make the semi-finals from here. And it'll be the one that got away from them. They did all the hard work in the field, bowling the Sunlorn Titans out. The first time they've bowled a team out this season. But Sunlorn Titans have taken their catches. It's full. He manages to get a little bit of glove on it, I think. And dribbles to square leg for a single. He's got 2 now, Vinay. He's got a ball left to see if he can find a 3rd. Arch and Shah, 3 off 10 on strike. Another one just past the outside edge. Another good spell finished. That's the end of Vinay Advani. 4 overs, 1 wicket maiden, 2 for 14. After 12, Standard Chartered, 52 for 8. Vora back into the attack. As we just saw on the bowling card, only man not to get a wicket today. He would desperately love to get in the wicket column. He's got 2 chances left. He's got 2 overs left. None for 13 so far. He's got Ujjal Roy on strike. Who, nice and easy onto the leg side for a single. Oh, almost gets it through inside edge, goes backward of square. I'll get through for 1. winds up, gets a little bit of a bat on it. Fine leg inside the circle, does well. It's just a grind now. I think it's almost impossible for Standard Chartered to win it from here. Nothing's impossible in morning league, of course. I need 78 still. I'm sure the Sunlorn Titans in this blazing sunshine would like to finish the game off well inside 20. That one zips through. Outside off though. One ball left to the 13th. Dotted as well. So 2 singles from the 13th. Standard Chartered 54 for 8. They need another 78. At 11.14 as Kowloon comes back into the attack as well. Either they're going to find these 2 wickets or they're going to have to find an assortment of bowlers to finish this off. Am I correct in saying, Myra, that they've only used 4 bowlers? Vinay and Nishal have bowled out. Malha has 1 more. Kowloon has 2 more. They can't find a wicket in the next 3 overs. They're going to have to start finding 2 new bowlers. And looks like the plan is just to get the 2 wickets. Kowloon 1 for 7 off 2. Put a deep third outside the circle. Fine leg comes inside. It's flicked away, backward a square. Deep square, Harsha picks up. I'll take 1. Leading edge. Oh, it's bounced off the chest of Kunal Samtani. That should have been a wicket. It's ricocheted all the way over to cover. Maybe he's okay. Came off hard. Missed chance there from the captain. He's already taken a great catch. And might have surprised him. Came like a rocket. So Roy gets a life, gets down the non-striker's end. And this time a single out to Savlani at long on. Slower ball. Waited on it. Archan and just dribbles it out to deep mid wicket. It's Jane again with the rocket arm. Past the outside edge. First dot of the over. It's been eventful for 4 singles. Drop catch. All scooped up. If there was a mid on, it would have been out, but there's not. So it's not. It's going to be a single to finish off the over. 5 singles coming from the 14th. Standard Chartered 59 for 8. I think it will be, no, who's going to have a bowl here? Nishal's standing there. He obviously can't bowl. It's not going to be Malha. It is going to be Sandeep Hatramani, I think. Rathamani said they're going to have to try to perhaps, well, they had to use another bowler if they couldn't find the wickets. Mulhar still with an over left, one over left for Kananasuri. Rathamani can bowl the 15th, 17th and 19th if required. They can't finish off this tail, so it continues to do a little bit of a wag. It'll be the 9th run of this partnership. Roy given a life on 2, back on strike. Kind of didn't go anywhere, that ball, fielded by Kavatka. Finds runs through cow corner. They're going to take a second on Jane's arm. Wouldn't be wise, and they don't. He's been busy in the field, Siddharth. Currently got the mid-wicket duties. Just grinding down to the inevitable here. Gets it on the full again. Jane will do the fielding. One ball left to the 15th. Got a job for you, Myron. When was the last boundary? Well, it would have been Rudvik's 6, I think. Have a look for me. That one's going to be a dot to finish off. 3 runs coming from the 15th. Standard charted 62 for 8. It was back in the 11th over, and it was the 6 by Rudvik Nellor. Cunnan's going to bowl out here. 3 overs, 1 for 12. Interesting, like I said, some days Sunlorn Titans only bowl him 2 overs. He's going to bowl his full allotted after opening the bowling today. Driven just back over the top of Cunnan's head. Matani does the fielding. Get through safely. Was confident from Archon Shah. Not worried about the quick. Chopped away, backward a point. It's going to go for 4. There it is. There's go. First boundary in 4 overs. Thanks to Ujjal Roy. Nice placement. Made sure he didn't hit it to Kunal Somtani this time. Went backward of him and let it race away down the hill with a bit of backspin. Off it goes. Not going to be able to cut that one off. Suri looking to be the first bowler today for the Sunlorn Titans to take a wicket in his final over. He's got 4 balls left. Oh, that's nicely played. Archon Shah starting to look confident out there. Straying onto the thigh pad, the hip. He's got 2 balls left. Trying to find a wicket. 25 ball partnership now between Ujjal Roy and Archon Shah. Just the one chance given up. Mostly kept it along the ground, which is what their higher order friends at the Standard Chartered Bank Cricket Club failed to do today. And, just about on cue. Archan's just about giving it straight to Samtani. Just set back a bit too deep, perhaps. Another one falling just short. This time along the ground to cover. So 3 dots to finish off Kananasuri's spell. He's done 4 overs, 1 for 18. 4 overs remaining. Standard charted 68 for 8. They got past the halfway mark at least. They need 64 more here in 4 at 16 per over. Sandeep to continue. Just 3 singles coming from his over. Oh my, it's starting to get hot out there, Myra. See that it's now, I believe, up to 29 degrees, according to my phone. No, 27.7. That phone's telling me a lie. That's hit hard. And it's going to beat Savlani. Said that these two are starting to look nice and set. Roy's picked that one up nicely. Not going to die wondering here. These two want to take it to the end. Again, pulling hard. This time Savlani will stop it. Roy's raced past Archan now. Equal top scorer he is. That's hit nicely as well. Work to do for Matani out in the deep near the scoreboard. It's been 30 balls now since the wicket fell. 23-run partnership. Goes through square leg, but along the ground to Jane. Almost direct hit, one stump to aim at. Just a little bit wide. 57 off 20. Don't think they're going to get there, Myra. We did see Sunlorn Titans lose a game with the team scoring 47 off the final 3. Oh, that should be out. Gets back in time. Just in time. Kavatka just taking the ball a little bit slower. Mahavora to bowl the 18th. Yeah, don't want to jinx it. Sunlorn Titans did lose a game, 3 overs, 47 runs, 57 this time. Work to do for Siddharth. He might not get there. They're going to start with a 4. Couldn't possibly be. We're going to see a replay of the Sunlorn Titans Marcos game. Well, there was only 4. Myra's just saying there's only less than 3 overs. There was only 3 overs left when Marcos needed 47. This time it's 57, but they've started with a 4. Still doable.
Have you told her how much fun she missed on the weekend?
Still swinging hard. This time not going to make the boundary. They'll get 1. Have to go it over a 3 a ball. And I'm sure Sunlorn Titans will be able to defend this one. 57 off 3s, just a bit outside, especially for the tail enders. While Roy, top scorer now, is doing his best. Oh, cheeky. Almost hold out though. Kesa coming in, didn't carry to him. I like it. He's like, Achan Chan's like, I'm going to try some things. What else can I do? We still need 51 runs. It's going to just be a single to Martani down in the deep. And that's all Sunlorn Titans need to do here. Get themselves up to 10 points. 1 point behind Marcor. And possibly, if they can win their last game as well, overtake the team that did score 47 off 3 overs to beat them. Just maybe drifting down the leg side. Did he get... Wasn't far away. Got a little bit of bat on it, is what they're saying. That's also why it was a half-hearted appeal. 1 ball left for Vora. Not to get in the wickets today. He won't get a wicket. He'll get a run out off his first over, but he'll finish off none for 24 off 4. 2 overs remain, 84 for 8. Standard charted. They need 48 off 2. Atramani to bowl a 3rd. It'll be his final as it's the penultimate over. Going big. Has he got enough on it? Yeah, he has. 4 runs. Didn't go all the way, but as you can see, smashed straight into the side screen. Rattled the camera. Like that one. It was hit hard. Give the camera a little bit of a shake to finish off the game. Let's watch the replay. Wait for it. There's the ball. There's the shake. Back live. A false start from Sandeep. Pulling hard through cow corner again. Work to do for Savlani. He picks up with one hand. Good job. Saves 3. This is going to be a heartbreaking loss for Standard Chartered Bank. They're going to go close. Only their top order could have fired. 132 for victory. Sounds easy. Oh, that's back foot just towed down in time again by Archan Shah. 38-run partnership, Myra, for the 9th wicket. It's impressive. And there's only 89 on the board. 13 of them are extras. So you put the 38 with the extras, you've got a half century. Everyone else not chipping in enough today for Standard Chartered Bank. And they'll have to wait because they're played out after this one. Wait to see whether they make the finals in the last 2 weeks of May. Nine balls left. I guess a win at least for the Standard Chartered, is if they can bat the full 20. Irritate the Sunlorn Titans at least. And that drop catch of Roy on when he was on 2, coming back to haunt the Sunlorn Titans a touch. And work to do in the deep. I don't think Savlani will cut that. Oh, what a piece of fielding. I take that back. It was very impressive. If Myra had changed the camera, you would have been able to see it, but she didn't. Savlani ran all the way around to where Jane is now. Slapped it back in with one hand. Saved 2 runs. Oh, a little feather edge work to do. Well, that's going to go for 4. That's what that's going to do. And Roy moves to 34. Far and above the top scorer for Standard Chartered today. Next best is 15 by memory. Who's going to bowl the final over? Is it Siddharth Jain going to bowl? He is moving in. He's removing the cap. It will be Sid Jain to bowl the death over. No, cap on, cap off, cap off. Oh, hold on. There's a little bit of extra drama coming on here. I can tell you, 10 runs have just been added for slow over rate by the Sunlorn Titans. And all of a sudden, they need 26 off the over instead of 36. They need a 6 off every delivery. And slow over rate penalties cost Sunlorn Titans here. Well, it starts with a dot. Not going to get there, but this is going to be even more heartbreaking, really, for Standard Chartered. Out of penalty rates is just salt in the wound, not being able to chase down 131. 26 off 5. All Sid needs to do is bowl straight. Nobody at mid-off, so that just pops up in the air for a single. 4 balls left, 25 required. Three balls left, 24 to win. Not going to happen for Standard Chartered. Their fate is in others' hands now. Oh, that's a one-hand pluck. What was that? Is that Kaiser done the catch? He's just stuck one hand in the air. Not even bothered to put 2 up. Not required. What a catch that was. Shame it was off camera. It was just in this little black spot, and what was a fine innings by Archan Shah comes to an end with a screamer. Which means Ketan Mehta has to come to the crease with 2 balls left. He's probably hoping he didn't have to bat today, but he does. And it's still possible, Myra, that we will have 20 wickets falling in this game, and I'm not sure we've ever had that in a morning league game. I'll have to go back and check. Too many morning league games for me to remember, but really doesn't seem like I recall 20 wickets falling in one game. Standard Chartered against Nepal Rhinos went close. 17 wickets falling in that one. Okay, there was one. Standard Chartered Bank was involved in it. They beat the Sky Warriors Incredibles by 3 runs. If there's going to be big wickets falling, it's going to involve Standard Chartered Bank. I'm going to fall short today. And gone. Golden Duck, end of the game with 1 ball left. That's the end of this Grade 2 match as Sunlorn Titans pick themselves up a 23-run victory. Bowling Standard Chartered out for 108. Just a one-man stand by Ujjal Roy, 35 not out of 26 deliveries. Man of the player of the match, Nishal Savlani with his fourfer. And there's the batting card. As you can see, Roy 35, Archan with a 15, Rutpik also 15, and the captain Rishi Shrivastava getting a 12, but everyone else just didn't help out. And they, even with the 10-run penalty, 23 extras, second top scoring, didn't help them out. They went down by 23 runs. The bowling card, no wickets for Sandeep or Malhar. A single for Kanan Asuri, should have had 2 and 1 put down, and it was Roy who was dropped. But the man of the match, 4 overs, 4 for 18. Is Nishal Savlani, a 2 for Vinay Advani and 2 for Sid Jain. Right at the end of 4 deliveries. Didn't even get a chance to bowl his maiden. Went 2 for 2, of his 5 deliveries. So there we have it. Match summary, and it's a win to the Sunlorn Titans here on a Friday at Kowloon Cricket Club by 23 runs. We'll be back for Morning League next Wednesday. And from Myra Baloch in production, Aaron Bush signing off.